Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. So it looks like another snow day is upon us. I'm at my favorite place here, Dunkin' Donuts, getting my latte to get started before the craziness happens. I'm going to talk about contractors today a little bit later and some of the challenges, but Dunkin' Donuts always gives the best service, and that's what you got to look for when you're looking for contractors. But right now, got to get my coffee, get my day started. Talk to you very soon. Good morning again, everybody. Well, I'm dressed a little bit casually here because in anticipation of the snow. Leave me a comment what you think it's going to be. I say we're going to get 3 inches of snow here in northern Delaware, southeastern Pennsylvania, with a little bit of a small layer of ice, and it'll be melted by 9. So you weather folks out there, leave a message, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see who's right, and they can have bragging rights about it. So I know you can't see this, but I was reading this article from yesterday about a 72-year-old is not the first victim of a shady contractor. And it got me thinking. I've been talking a lot lately about renovation loans and why they're good. And I think it's a great opportunity now to talk about contractors. And this video is not meant to be a knock on contractors at all. There are so many great contractors out there, but unfortunately there are a few that ruin it for the majority of them. And I think it's important to talk about some good quality tips here that will help you find the right contractor. And this person actually just found a contractor and paid them, and it wasn't in any kind of loan or anything like that. And I think that's one of the benefits of a renovation loan, be it the FHA 203K or the conventional home style renovation loan. When you have this going through a loan, there are ways you're protected because everything's got to be in writing and it's got to be documented. So I think that's a huge benefit, especially if you have an existing home right now and you want to do renovations. Why not do a refinance, and you could do the renovation loan all in one. Very easy to do. We do them all the time. And I know the inventory is low. I hear all of you guys all the time talking about how you're seeing places and they're not what you want them to be. You can make it that way. You could do a whole kitchen renovation with these renovation loan products. But let's get into the tips now, because it's real important, because I see so many people losing loans, losing properties because contractors are not doing what they need to do. So number one, you've got to do your research. You've got to do your homework. Google the contractors. Look at 3 to 4 contractors and Google them. There's so much information out there. There's reviews out there. Check the Better Business Bureau sites. An area where most people miss is Facebook groups. You know, in Delaware here, you've got the Pike Creek Connection, which has thousands of members. The Hockessin area has what's called Hockessin Gossip Girls. It's a group, and there's over 9,000 members in there, and people are always posting, who's a good contractor? I need a plumber. I need an electrician. You can find valuable information out there. Talk to your family and friends who they've used as contractors, and you'll know who's good and who's bad. Now, I also think, too, you've got to treat this process, and my tip number 2 is you've got to treat this process with the contractor as a job interview. You should be interviewing them. You should ask lots of questions, ask for their references, their license information, ask for pictures, videos of past renovations, and get those references so you can talk to those clients and see, did they like them? Was it good? And that way, you'll know if they're a good contractor or not. And when you do that, you grill them. There's nothing wrong with that. You should be grilling them because this is your time and your money. You should be asking them as many questions as you want. Don't shy away from it, because it'll help you later on in the process, especially if you've really vetted these contractors. You should really have a good one picked out by then. Written contracts. It's important to have your contractor's information in writing. Now, the nice thing again about these renovation loans is when the contractor submits the bid to you, and it has to be submitted to the lender, it has to be broken out by labor and materials. So again, it's going to be very detailed for the lender and underwriter to review to make sure that this contract is solid and the contractor has everything that they need in writing, so it's a legit deal for you, and that's going to help protect you. And again, that's one of the many benefits of it. Now, another tip is delays. I see this, as I said, all the time. I just had a client recently who went through 2 contractors where she was looking at a place and the deal fell through because she couldn't find a contractor because they were not getting back to her. There's nothing wrong with telling a contractor, look, I need this information by Friday at 5 o'clock, close of business. And you have to be that way. You have to be very detailed with contractors. And if they delay, you walk away. That's my saying, because your time is valuable. We all are very busy. You need the time to do this. And if they're going to delay in any way, then they're not the contractor for you. Now, again, contractors, there's a lot of great ones out there. The ones that are certified are always going to be, your best contractors are out there. But, in looking at this article again, how do you avoid scams? Let's just say you've got contractors. What do you look for? What are some warning signs? Well, if they ask for a lot of money up front, they really shouldn't be asking for any kind of money up front. They should be putting a bid together for you because they know they're going to be getting paid through the loan and through the lender. So if you got a contractor asking for $1,000 up front, that's not good. If you got a contractor that has materials from another job, or they're trying to say, hey, we'll save you some money here, give me some cash on the side or something like that, that's not a legitimate contractor. Yes, you might think, oh, this is going to save me money, or this sounds good, but in the end of the day, is that work going to be quality? I have to question that. And there's a lot of other things out there, especially if they're asking for cash. But again, if you do your due diligence here, if you talk to people, if you interview the contractors, you should set yourself up for good success here with these renovation loans. And now it's time to get the day going here before the snow starts. So drop me a line or comment here if you have any questions about it, or if you want, let's talk. 302-383-3298 is my number. I expect your call. Let's get a renovation loan done for you.